Well, folks, like I told you, I have the one and only Dr. Stella Emanuel joining us today. Welcome, Dr. Stella. Glad to have you.
Hey, Amber. How are you? It's always a pleasure to come hang with you.
It is so wonderful to hang out with you, too. I love it. So much to talk about. So much is always going on in the news around the world. The globalists are always still trying to take over the world one person at a time, one disease at a time, one media outlet at a time. So when we were talking in the green screen, you were telling me that there's a new pandemic, right? There's talks of a new pandemic coming around. I haven't heard about this, so I would love to dive in on this with you.
Yeah, there's a guy that talked about the COVID-19 pandemic in 2018, and he's also talked about this new pandemic. But I've also really been aware of the fact that there will be a new pandemic because they do have everything ready. They have the they have their mark ready. They have the digital currency ready. All they need to do right now is a disruptive event, and disruptive events are going to take place in the form of one pandemic and then global money crash, and then everybody will come running to the government for help, and then of course you're going to have to take it in a digital ID, and the new quant is ready, which is going to be like something you peel and put on your hand. A little Bill Gates did it with Rice University. You'll carry your money. It's going to be like a little. They call it the quantum dot tattoo, but it's basically like a sticker you're going to put and stick on the back of your hand. Then it will inject and install the vaccine in your hand. You have your money. You have your everything. You have like your total, your credit score, your money, your health record, everything. It will just be installed in your hand. And not only can it be read with a phone, I think the bioluminescence that can make them read it is actually called luciferase.
Yeah, I remember Clay talking about luciferase. Yeah, I'm like, could they get even more evil just with the name alone?
Yes, luciferase. So they're basically ready. So they need a disruptive event. Once they can get their disruptive event, and the disruptive event is going to come with wars. We already have them going on. But basically, there's going to be another pandemic to crash the global economy because a pandemic is very effective. Two viruses that they've kind of been playing around with. The first one was Nipah virus. They had a simulation done on Nipah virus, which we talked about so much last year, and hopefully they didn't bring it to pass, but there's still a possibility. We had a video about it that I saw. If you can play that, then we can probably analyze it.
Oh, yes, I do have that video. Is it the one you shared with me today?
Yes, because it's a little scary for everyone.
Yeah, let's play it. Here we go.
I was asked by the TLS organization to share the following message with the world regarding an urgent matter: the next pandemic. Before I share this message, I would just like to reiterate that none of what you are about to hear is intended to instill fear in anyone. Rather, to give you all a heads up of what may be coming, and most importantly, what we can do to stop it. The intention of TLS choosing to share the following message with the world is to expose a plan before it happens in order to make the individuals behind this sinister agenda think twice before they do what they are about to do. Most importantly, if this video is shared with the world and seen by the masses, our premature awareness of their plans will likely stop them from being able to move forward. The message goes as follows. The avian flu, otherwise known as H5N1, is here and is just about to start spreading like a wildfire. Dr. Kawaka is the head of the gain-of-function research for this specific microorganism to weaponize it and use it against human beings. For those of you who don't yet know what gain-of-function research is, it is defined as medical research that genetically alters an organism in a way that may enhance the biological functions of gene products. This may include an altered pathogenesis, transmissibility, or host range, such as the type of hosts that a microorganism can infect. In other words, gain-of-function research turns a non-lethal microorganism into one that is dangerous and can kill its host. It's a weapon. The lethal version of the avian flu has already been intentionally released into the wild as a test and is impacting animals such as birds, bears, skunks, raccoons, and even dolphins, to name a few. The next step will be to spread it to human beings. The goal is to create another pandemic, only this one is intended to make the last one look like child's play. TLS is currently working on a plan to try and stop this. And part of their plan is to shut down some of the labs that plan to release this to the human race. Another part of their plan is this very video, with the hopes that it will be shared and seen by millions. By the way, the labs where this gain of function research is happening are located in the Ukraine. All of this is connected to the war, which is being used as a facade to divert our attention away from what's really going on. Chaos in Israel is all a part of this diversion tactic as well. But the avian flu is not where it ends. The avian flu is meant to bring in the next pandemic, which will make way for two very specific things. Number one, global economic collapse, which will lead to the banks collapsing internationally, not just in the United States of America, and thus bring in digital money, digital currency for more power and control over the masses. And number two, a global health emergency, which will give them a reason to bring in the need for digital passports, which world leaders already signed a declaration on back in 2022. As you can see from this article published on November 19th of 2022, it says, at this year's G20 summit in Indonesia, the 20 participating world leaders signed a declaration to introduce vaccine passports for their respective jurisdictions with the stated intention of creating a global verification system to facilitate safe international travel. In other words, just in case there's another pandemic. It's important to note that the vaccine for the so-called avian flu, or H5N1, has already been manufactured, and the US and many other countries have already begun purchasing these in bulk to prepare, again, just in case there's another pandemic. As already stated, all of this is planned. So what can we do and what must we know? Number one, if you get sick with some type of bird flu, this is not something natural. This is man-made. Number two, stock up on vitamin D and get yourself a nebulizer if you can. And number three, veganism is a good option right now with what's going on. But if you're going to eat meat, it's recommended that you stay away from chicken and turkey specifically. Again, the intention of this message is not to induce fear, rather to give you all a heads up to protect yourself and spread enough awareness before they officially deploy the next part of their plans to infect the human race. If enough people know about this, they will think twice before moving forward. I, along with TLS, ask you to share this video far and wide to give us all.
Well, that's interesting information, Dr. Stella.
Yeah, let me read this for you. This is the current situation of the avian flu or the bird flu in 2026, okay? They say the H5N1 highly pathogenic avian flu virus is currently causing widespread severe outbreaks in wild birds, domestic poultry, US dairy cattle, sporadic, often mild zoonotic transmission to humans. While the immediate public health risk remains low, the widespread nature poses a potential pandemic threat. This is 2026, I'm reading on Google. As experts monitor for mutations that could cause human-to-human transmission, they are monitoring for mutations. That means what? Gain of function. The current situation in 2026, widespread transmission, the virus has spread globally, affecting over 500 bird species, numerous mammals, and causing significant infections in the US dairy herd since 2024. Human cases through early 2025, over 70 human cases have been confirmed in the US, primarily among dairy and poultry workers, with mild cases reported, okay? The main concern, pandemic risk, the main concern is that the H5N1 could mutate to spread more easily among humans. Why? As it is already has high over 30 to 50% fatality rates is known, limited prior to human infection. So they are saying here that number one, the CDC is monitoring this to make sure that it don't jump from birds to human. So bird flu basically jumps from birds to cattle to mammals to skunks, rats, bats, cows, everything. And now there have been 70 cases reported in the US, and there is a pandemic risk because they are thinking that it could mutate. When you hear them telling you that it could mutate and become widespread among humans, and it has a 30 to 50% fatality rate. Number two, they already have Moderna, they already have Pfizer, they already have an mRNA vaccine prepared for the bird flu.
Yay.
You know what I'm saying? But this is what I want to tell people. Bird flu is an RNA virus. Humans, please, world, hear me. Bird flu is an RNA virus. I will advise everyone, wherever you're living right now, as an RNA virus is sensitive to things like hydroxychloroquine, ivermectin, and to build your immune system, you need vitamin C, D, zinc, and quercetin. Why do you need that? Because most RNA viruses are sensitive to zinc. Zinc needs a transport system to enter the cell. We actually, like I said, great, you pulled it up. Amber, on our website, we have a whole section for zinc delivery supplements. We have several supplements from gummies for children to Covivites to Covilite. Please stock up on these supplements, start taking them, rebuild your immune system. Everyone, wherever you are in the world, get hydroxychloroquine and ivermectin, keep it in your medicine cabinet. If it expires, don't worry. You can still use it for years to come. There was a study in the military that showed that. So I'm just telling people, while, yes, spread this video far and wide, let everybody know that there's a possibility that this avian flu can become the next pandemic that will bring their global implementation of the mark of the beast or the digitalization, which they are already prepared for. Can you please make sure that you and your family stay alive? You see, we say these things and we feel like, oh, Dr. Stella, you're always trying to get people to you know, you tell people about hydroxychloroquine. Please, everyone needs hydroxychloroquine, needs ivermectin in their medicine cabinet. If you live in a country where it's over the counter, please buy it. Buy it now while you can. If in America, if you go on our website, drstellamd.com, you do a telemedicine appointment, we would see you, do a prescription, and they will ship it right to your house, keep it in your medicine cabinet. If you live in a country in Europe or wherever where it's not over the counter, if you have friends in Brazil, in Africa, in India, please find ways to do it. If you have friends in America, tell them to do a telemedicine appointment for you, get this thing for you, and ship it to you. This stuff is serious. You know why? Amber, I know a situation is going to happen. We've been talking about this. We've seen it spiritually. Many people have seen dreams of disruptive events, and they have it in ready. Please, world, do not wait. And yes, please spread this video far and wide, because maybe if more people knew about it, they won't bring it to pass. But I doubt it, because these globalists, they have a plan. They're ready to digitalize everyone. They are ready. Their agenda 2030 is right on track. So if you use promo code AmberMay or Amber on my website, you will get a discount. But please, today, stock up. If you get Covivites for yourself, you can get the gummies for your children. You can get Covilite or any of them. I'm just telling people, please be prepared. Get hydroxychloroquine, keep it in your medicine cabinet. You will save your life, you save your family's life, you save your children's life, and you will be in a position where you will not be afraid. You see, when people hear something like this, it brings fear. But you know what stops fear is preparedness. If you are prepared and you have everything that you need, I'm not scared of the avian flu outbreak, because I know how to treat it. I know that I have ivermectin, I have hydroxychloroquine in my house. I know that I have the vitamins and the minerals that I need. I take the daily wellness that has the Revive and the medicinal herb teas. I am prepared. Yeah, I went through COVID and I didn't get sick. Please, America, hear me. World, hear me.
Yeah. And not only that, so for the audio only listeners, it's drstellamd.com, drstellamd.com. You can set up a telemed appointment, or you can go to the Zinc Delivery System page on our website and use promo code AmberMay or Amber at checkout. Now,